including malversation of public funds. And there is a case quoted in 2007, Standard Chartered Bank versus the Committee on Banks, where the court repeated the rule that an accused occupies a different tier of protection from an ordinary witness. So, when the court said, Supreme Court said, whereas an ordinary witness may be compelled to take the witness stand and claim the privilege at each question requiring a
nagpapagang mga balita at pagtalakay sa mga isyu ng lipunan. Bullseye, opinyon, banat at paglalantad sa katotohanan. Bullseye, what you see is what you get. You decide.
An incriminating answer is shot at him. An accused may altogether refuse to take the witness stand and refuse to answer any or all questions. So that has been a supreme. And then there is a portion that the court explained that the right of the accused against self-incrimination also applies to respondents in administrative investigations such as in legislative inquiries in aid of legislation. So that is the point of order I am raising, and there is a Supreme Court ruling to this effect. Thank you, Mr.
The chair declares 1 minute suspension.
Pumalag agad, ayaw manumpa ni Inday. Baka kasi yung sasabihin niya hindi man totoo. Mas self-incriminate siya. Kaya question yung rules, mga kababayan. Saklolo agad si GMA. Yung magkakaalyado.
Or rule?
Referring to the sub judice case, but
May clarification
it is
si
saying
Congressman Chowa.
that, when a witness, in fact, is in reality the accused.
Ma'am, pakilakas po ng konti. Medyo hindi ko po...
What he's saying is that if by the nature, for instance, of the privileged speech, if the witness is not a mere but person being asked is not mere witness or a mere person of interest, he is in fact the accused of what seems to be a case including malversation of public funds. And the court repeated the rule that an accused occupies a different tier of protection from an ordinary witness. So from given what Miriam Defensor Santiago said and the Supreme Court ruling that she's quoting, we cannot we cannot just trivialize. Kasi you're just a witness. You're a witness. Pareho na rin yung witness and source person. They are not the same. The Supreme Court says they are not the same. And somebody who appears to be the accused has a different tier of protection from a witness. And in fact, can refuse to take the witness stand.
Congressman Flores, you're recognized.
Mr. Chair, this is an inquiry in aid of legislation and no one is technically accused of any wrongdoing here, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, look at the speech.
Ma'am,
Look at the
please,
speech, Mr.
ma'am,
Chair, the privilege.
please wait to be
Mr.
recognized.
Chair, may I request a
Wait,
1
I will...
minute?
Nagkakagulo na.
1 minute. 1 minute
Thank
recess
you.
declared by the chair.
Umalis si Inday. Kinausap si GMA. Yung kanyang yung kanyang protector. Ayan. Isa pa ang kalyado niya, si Marcolita. Nag-usap-usap muna. Hindi natin marinig kung ano pinag-usapan ng dalawa. Ah. May game plan sila. Yung full story ng balitang yan, click subscribe muna dito sa ating YouTube channel and hit the notification bell para lagi po kayong updated sa mga kaganapan dito sa ating bansa. Like and share na rin po ninyo ang ating video at huwag na rin po ninyo na skip yung ating mga commercial ads para tuloy-tuloy lang ang pag-unlad ng Bagong Pilipinas. Sa mga nagana po ng malinis and spacious fitness gym, pumunta lang po kayo sa aming Colossal Fitness Gym. We also offer Grab Car Rental with our brand new 2023 model ng Toyota Innova. We also accept booking for those who are planning to travel via PAL, Cebu Pacific, and other airline companies, local and international, and bills payment for Meralco Bills, Aleco Bills, PLDT, etc. Ang Colossal Fitness Gym is located at 3rd floor Security Bank Building, Lanco Business Park, Legazpi City, Albay. For inquiries, look for Bjillon Maravillas, contact number 0966-802-0949. Yan po yung aming Innova. Lagi na pong matao sa amin. Yan po mga bagong clients namin. Napakaganda at colorful at napakalinis ng aming gym po. Pati mga foreigners po pumupunta sa amin. Mga British tourist po sila dito sa Legazpi. Na-set up na rin po yung aming mga brand new gym equipment. May treadmill na rin po kami. Ito naman po yung bago naming product na binibenta online. Eye Glow Serum, whitening po siya. Tingnan ninyo yung epekto sa aking anak na architect before and now. Yung mga inquiries po ninyo, dumiretso na lang kayo sa kanyang Facebook account, Riz Maravillas. Ito naman po, Firmax Firming and Lifting Cream, pinapahid po sa mga pulses in affected area. Mainam po sa paninigas ng mga kasukasuan. Ito naman po, Automax Radiant Serum. Sa mukha naman yung application, anti-aging po siya. You will look 10 years younger than your age. Sa mga cancer patients naman po, baka lang gusto ninyo itong itry. Naing siya red mixed fruit drink. Hindi mo po siya gamot, food supplement siya. Kaya lang, gawa siya mga kababayan sa goji berry. Yung goji berry, may anti-cancer properties. O ngayon, yung mga inquiries ninyo, dumiritso na lang kayo sa aming messenger sa Facebook para masagot namin agad. Ayos pa? Ayos na ayos niya, Mr. Maravillas.
Mr. Chair, yes. Mr. Chair,
Session resumes.
Mr. Chair, may I speak?
You will be given the opportunity later,
Okay.
Madam Vice President. In any event,
Nangunguna na si Inday.
the point of the Honorable Arroyo is well taken, but we will proceed to the oath taking. If the Vice President refuse to take her oath, we will respect that. In the meantime, Comsec, please proceed with the oath taking of the other witnesses.
To all the other witnesses and or resource persons, please stand up and raise your right hand, inviting the DBM, the COA, and other staff from the Office of the Vice President, Your Honor. Right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the statements you will give before this committee shall be the truth?
Ayaw
the whole
sumabay
truth,
ni
and
Inday.
nothing but the truth, so help you
Ayaw
God?
manumpa.
I do. The oath has been administered, Your Honor.
Talagang
Mr. Chairman.
spoiled brat. Bratinila.
Yes, Congressman Paduano.
Of course, you have already ruled with regards to the point of the order being raised by the former President and now Representative of Pampanga, Madam Gloria Macabagal Arroyo. But still, there is also supposedly a pending manifestation being made by the members of this committee with regards to the point of order that was raised. So I think, Mr. Chairman, we have to hear first, but of course you have already ruled, but we have to also to hear the manifestation of the members of this honorable committee. And in that case, you have already recognized the good Congressman Kit Flores. And I think it's just proper to recognize him once again. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Congressman Paduano. The Honorable Flores is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, but I think the ruling was already made, Mr. Chair, and I will submit, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Paduano. We will now, let us also discuss the administrative matters. But before we proceed, the Chair would like to recognize the Honorable Bongalon of Ako Bicol, the Mr. Marvin Joshua Pali, ano to? Commission on Audit, State Auditor 3,
The letter to Chairperson Cordoba.
So
Assistant
lahat pala
Commissioner
mga
Martha
kababayan,
Rosana was also
lahat ng mga
sent an
satellite
invitation
offices
on
ni
September
Inday,
13. All of
in-invite
the
po
research persons
para
were sent invitations on September
mag-testify.
13. For National Government Audit Sector Cluster, Sofia Hemora, Supervising Auditor Elvira De Vera, were sent invitations. However, there were no direct email confirmations, but they verbally confirmed their presence.
you are recognized, ma'am.
Recognize na po si Inday para sa mensahe.
A message, sir, or my statement regarding the point of order. Message? Mga kababayan, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum, Warakmatulahi wa Barakatuh. Madayaw, mayong adlaw, kaninyong tanan. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. The officials of the Office of the Vice President, as well as each and every one of our satellite office leads, were in receipt of a letter from the chairman of the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability dated September 13, 2024, requesting our presence or that of our duly authorized representatives in today's initial deliberation with preliminary determination on privilege speech number 379. In view of the said letter, I am appearing before you today not only as the head of office, but more importantly as the duly authorized representative of all officials of the OVP. Simply because we have not done anything wrong. There is no misuse of funds. If there are audit findings, we shall gladly respond to them before the Commission on Audit. And if there are legitimate cases to be filed, then we shall gladly respond to them before the appropriate courts. In relation to this, may I just say that I take notice of the opening speeches and nasabi doon, there is a determination of misfeasance, nonfeasance, and malfeasance. And those are cases that should properly be taken in the courts of law. What we are witnessing now is no ordinary legislative inquiry. This exercise is a well-funded and coordinated political attack.
Ayan.
This much is evident from the very words
Nag-akusa na naman
of
si
the
Inday.
privilege speech that prompted this inquiry. A speech that simply meant to say, do not vote for Sara on 2028.
Politika na naman si Inday.
It is clear to me that this inquiry is not about misused funds, accountability, or governance. Instead, it is solely aimed at discrediting my name and my office to prevent future political contests.
Paninira lang daw.
I have publicly stated my reasons as to why I've chosen not to defend the OVP's budget proposal for 2025. I have narrated the issues I encountered in previous years, which can easily be confirmed by looking at the NEP, the GAB, and the GAA for fiscal years 2023 and 2024. Further, I have even shared the drama that transpired last year regarding the confidential funds. Hence, just as we have done last year, we again leave the 2025 OVP budget to the pleasure of Congressman Martin Romualdez. I am not asking for any special treatment, nor am I asking you to uphold any tradition. There is no disrespect. All I am saying is that you have the complete freedom to do whatever you wish with the OVP budget. If you feel that all the documentary submissions are not enough, then by all means, huwag kayo magbigay ng budget. Sa totoo lang, hindi naman ang budget ang punteriya ninyo. Dahil napakadali naman magtanggal ng budget. What you are trying to do is make a case for impeachment.
Direct accusation po?
Hindi naman ako kakandidato sa nalalapit na eleksyon. Hindi ako namumulitika. Ang ginagawa ko lamang ay ang pagtupad sa aking oath of office at campaign platforms na trabaho, edukasyon, at mapayapang pamumuhay.
Matatalim?
Sinabi ko na noon at ilang beses ko nang inulit na hindi ako ang problema ng bayan na ito. Ang totoong problema ng bayan ay kagutuman, kahirapan, illegal na droga, kriminalidad, terorismo, hindi na sapat na healthcare, kalidad ng edukasyon, kawalan ng plano ng infrastruktura para sa disasters, at marami pang iba. So, you may try to destroy me, you can skin me alive, and throw my ashes to the wind.
Matindi?
But let it be known, you will find me unbowed. I will continue to serve the Filipino people no matter the personal cost or political intrigue. Having said that, I will not allow myself to be subjected to an inquiry based on an empty privilege speech just so you can attack me and do indirectly what you failed to do directly during the budget hearings. I therefore request this committee to terminate this inquiry for its clear lack of any proposed legislation or substantive matter for discussion.
Total disrespect ang ginawa ni Inday. Pambabastos na
The
plus.
committee cannot rule on that because the committee already took cognizance of this privilege speech. Anyway, we
Matindi po.
next recognize the representative from COA,
Mr. Chair,
ay Congressman Marcoleta.
may I please raise a parliamentary inquiry?
What is your parliamentary inquiry?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The rules of the committee says that this committee only acquires jurisdiction on matters of nonfeasance, misfeasance, malfeasance. And under Section 2, Mr. Chair of the rules,
Tagapagtanggol ni
there
Inday.
should be a prior determination whether or not these malfeasance, nonfeasance, and misfeasance are directly or specifically relating to the persons charged of this. Has this committee made a prior determination of this? And if so, when did it happen? And where is the order specifying that the committee has just reached a prior determination? This is very important, Mr. Chair, because the rules also says that after determining or making a prior determination, this committee will set an order, and that is the only way that this committee acquire jurisdiction over the person's subject matter of this inquiry. And that particular order of prior determination will set out the parameters. If I can make a comparison, Mr. Chair, in regular court, it is called pre-trial order, where the parameters of the inquiry, the presentation of evidence or explanations or allegations are limited to that set of stipulation. So considering, Mr. Chair, and I assume that there is no prior determination, I do not think how we can start the meeting today because we are supposed to observe the rules. I am referring to Section 2 of the rules of this committee, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Congressman Marcoleta. We have already ruled on the preliminary determination a while ago. Medyo na-late na po kayo. Now, with respect to your inquiry, that if we can proceed with this, considering that this is an investigation of malfeasance, misfeasance, and non-feasance, let me walk you through government and public accountability. It provides that all matters directly and principally relating to malfeasance, misfeasance, and non-feasance in office committed by officers and employees of the government and its political subdivision and instrumentalities, inclusive of investigations of any matter of public interest on its own initiative or upon order of the House. For the information of everybody, the issue on confidential fund is a matter of public interest. Lahat po tayo ay interesado, hindi lamang po tayo, yung publiko po, interesado kung paano po ito nagamit. Kaya yun po ang dahilan why this committee has jurisdiction over the subject matter.
But Mr.
Yes,
Chair,
Congressman Margoleta.
Mr. Chair, under Section 5, there should be a record of preliminary determination. It says that the proceedings in the preliminary investigation or determination shall be recorded through stenographic notes. What you were mentioning are motu proprio cases. I am assuming that this committee started by way of a referral because of a privileged speech delivered on the floor by one of us. And so this is the main subject matter of this committee meeting, and to which we should first determine preliminarily whether or not this committee acquires jurisdiction. And I demand a record of preliminary determination under Section 5 because it says, upon termination thereof, Mr. Chair, the chairperson shall issue an order which shall recite in details the matters taken up. So what are the matters taken up, Mr. Chair? I think we should be able to comply with these elementary rules as specified.
Delaying
Hindi
tactics
governing
po
rules.
kung sa court trial.
Well, considering
Itong
that
si
we are still in the
Marcoleta,
we have
nag-abogado
yet
na
to
kay
proceed
Inday.
to the interpellation. We are still in the period of recognizing the resource person as well as the witness. With that, the chair declares 1 minute suspension.
So anyway, nag 1 minute suspension muna. Ipagpapatuloy natin ito mga kababayan yung ating coverage maya-maya.